Thank you to everyone who is taking the time to attend this brief Vroom training intended for DHS self-sufficiency staff. I'll just take a few minutes to get through this material, and I hope that you find it helpful. My name is Ari. I'm the Vroom coordinator for the state of Oregon. I work out of the Early Learning Division of the Department of Education. I have my contact information here on the screen. I'll be showing it again later in this presentation. So let's start with the basics of what the Vroom program is. Now, Vroom is a powerful way to prompt simple, everyday moments of parent-child interaction that are fun, brain-building activities. Based on the latest science and designed to fit into parents' existing routines, Vroom's 1,000-plus brain-building tips can be accessed via its free smartphone app called Daily Vroom and other free materials in both English and Spanish. And you can download that app and access more free downloadable information at joinvroom.org. Now, the Early Learning Division has partnered with the Bezos Family Foundation to launch Vroom in Oregon. It's nationwide at this point, but Oregon is the first statewide Vroom rollout. And so far, more than 50,000 families in Oregon have been introduced to Vroom and the Vroom activities. Now, how have we done that? We've developed a network of pilot sites around the state. Currently, there are 25 of those sites in Oregon that are promoting Vroom in their communities, and they include organizations such as Early Learning Hubs, Head Start programs, tribal groups, and others. A full list of the pilot sites and their contact information can be found on our website, which is OregonEarlyLearning.com/Vroom. And these pilot sites are great resources for Vroom materials and information. You can contact the one in your region and they can send you materials. Also, all DHS self-sufficiency offices will be provided with a kit of Vroom materials and further details on how to share the Vroom tools with families. This will happen in late August of 2016, so please keep an eye out for those materials coming your way, and I hope that this training will also help you as you share these tools and teach you more about the Vroom initiative as well. Now, as I mentioned, Vroom has over 1,000 of these brain-building activities, and they're meant to promote brain-building moments for parents and kids in their busy lives. Now, how do we do that? Well, because Vroom is easy to use, it's easy to layer onto parents' existing activities, we find that parents, that it's not a burden for them, but in fact they find the Vroom tips to be very enjoyable to do with their kids. I've got an example of one of the activities here. It's called His Hair, Her Hair, and it's appropriate for a 2 to 3-year-old. And the activity is, when you're brushing your child's hair, talk to them about how their hair compares to others, asking questions like, who has hair that's curly like yours, or who has hair that is the same color as yours, or who has hair that is the same color as mine. Now, that's on the left side. On the right-hand side, we have the brainy background. And every single Vroom activity includes this brainy background, which explains the science behind the activity and the skills that the activity is building in the child. In this one, a back-and-forth conversations about how your child's hair compares to others helps them learn to pay attention to what they see, to use their memory, and to group things into categories, all important in the development of vocabulary and math skills. So we know that what we call serve and return interaction, or that back and forth interaction and dialogue between parent and child, is incredibly effective for building children's brains. And the Vroom activities include a number of different ways to interact with your kid, whether it's a conversation like this, or also activities that encourage direct eye contact, physical contact, asking questions, and then stretching conversations out further. All of the activities include these sorts of dynamics that we know are effective for early childhood brain development. And again, there's over 1,000 of these activities. And how do you access them? There's a number of ways. The first one is the Daily Vroom app, which you can is available on your phone's app store or at the Vroom website, which is joinvroom.org. Now, the way that you use this is you'll register your child on the app, and you will indicate their age, and then the app actually ages with them. So when you access it, you'll indicate what you're doing. So you're changing their diaper, or they're getting dressed, or it's snack time. And then the tip will send you a number of age-appropriate and activity-specific tips that you can do with your kid. So it's got 1,000 of these, and they'll send you ones that are specific to what you're currently doing, so you can use those moments with your kids productively and to create those brain-building moments that I've been talking about. So you can register as many children on the app as you'd like, It's totally free. It uses minimal data, and it actually downloads in the language that your phone is programmed in, either English or Spanish. So that daily Vroom app is one way to access the Vroom tools. There are other Vroom materials. So these include, but are not limited to, stickers, posters, flyers, and tip cards, all including those helpful activities as well as the brainy background. So every piece of Vroom material includes a brain-building tip in it. Now, all of the DHS Self-Sufficiency offices, again, will receive this Vroom kit at the end of August 2016 that will include these posters and tip cards and stickers for families in both English and Spanish. And we hope that you guys will share those tools with the families that you serve, knowing that they include brain-building activities that are great for families and will help build those math, vocabulary, cognitive functions that we've been talking about. Now, in the effort of sharing this with families, I wanted to provide a couple of talking points that I use when sharing Vroom directly with parents. The first one that I start with is that their child's brain develops more rapidly during the first 5 years of life than at any other time, and their brain is being built based on their experiences and interaction. So that back and forth interaction, what we call serve and return interaction, is incredibly important, and all of the Vroom activities encourage this sort of interaction to build healthy brains. Next, parents have a wonderful opportunity to play an important role in supporting this brain development during this exciting time, and Vroom just is an added tool for them. So a parent might say, well, I do activities like this already all the time, which is great. All that Vroom provides is a number of more options for them. So it gives you thousands of activities that you can do that are at your disposal at all times, and they're easy to layer onto your existing parenting moments that you already share with your kid. Lastly, you already have what it takes to be a brain builder. Vroom is positive in nature. It's not corrective. It's meant to be shared with everybody, and it's really meant to empower parents to be brain builders. So I hope that this training has been helpful for those folks that are curious about Vroom. We're planning on sharing it with the families that they serve. Again, in August, all DHS Self-Sufficiency offices will receive a shipment of Vroom materials. Additionally, my contact information is on the screen should you have any questions. You can also contact your regional pilot site at our website, which is OregonEarlyLearning.com/Vroom, and they can send you materials. And you can download the Daily Vroom app and other free tools at joinvroom.org. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for sharing Vroom with the families that you work with.